Welcome back to the Modest Mushroom. Today I'm going to be making pecan pie bars. They're an easy spin on a classic fall dessert, and this is a great recipe for beginners. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do to get started is we are going to make the crust. So I'm going to start with 1/4 cup of sugar in the bowl, and to that I'm going to be adding a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 cup of melted butter. And once those are stirred together, I'm going to gradually start adding 1.5 cups of flour. Once the flour starts to get well incorporated, it starts to get hard to stir with the spatula, so I usually just switch to my fingers. And then once it gets to like the consistency of sand, then that's how you know it's done. Now we're going to dump this mixture into our already greased pan, and we're going to push it down and just kind of even it out and flatten it out the best that you can. You can either use your fingers like I did, or you can use the back of a spatula or a spoon.
Your smile in the morning hours.
Once you have the crust evenly spread out in the pan, we're going to bake it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes until it is golden brown on top, and then we'll just set it aside while we make the rest of the filling. To prepare the pecan filling, I'm going to start by adding 1/2 cup of sugar to the bowl here, and to that I'm going to be adding 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of light corn syrup, and then we're going to whisk those together well before adding our 1.5 cups of pecan halves. And actually for this recipe it calls for 1.5 cups, but I actually put the whole bag in there because it just didn't seem like it was enough, and I was glad that I did because otherwise it would not have been enough. Once everything is well mixed together and the nuts are well coated, we're going to pour the mixture over top of the crust that we baked. And then I'm going to pour 2 tablespoons of melted butter over the top before we bake it in the oven, again at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. So this is how it looks when it is fresh out of the oven, and it looks and smells exactly like a pecan pie. And it made my whole house smell like Thanksgiving, which was very nice. After it cools down from the heat for a bit, then we'll chill it in the fridge for an hour or 2 before we cut it into squares. I've actually never made pecan pie before, but my grandma served it every year when we used to have Thanksgiving at her house. But this recipe was easy to do, it was perfect for fall, and it would be great for a potluck or to take for Thanksgiving. So I will definitely be using this recipe again in the future, and I hope that you guys will try it. Leave me a comment down below if you do try it, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to tune in for episode 3 next week.